Time, Friday night, a few weeks later.
I just can't hear.
Same.
You just crashed.
Guys,
Because I can hear Kente,
Missed
but
it.
now all I can hear is you
you
guys.
guys.
The screen was frozen.
Yeah, my screen is not connected.
And it said the internet connection is unstable.
Wait 1 second. You
Hello.
guys are all unmuted, it sounds like. Okay. Looks like we're all quiet again. So even if your Wi-Fi connection might be a little bit off, might be going a little bit slow. Oh, you are all having to reconnect. Okay, no one in person will get all the glitchy. I will unplug my computer so that you can hear. So if you are in person, you are not unmuting until computers are back online. Kente, go ahead for us, bud.
Time, Friday night, a few weeks later, at Roz. Packing crates mark the intentions of the family to move.
Danny, you're George.
Okay, whatever you say.
Benita and Joe come in, presumably from evening out.
Kente, you're at where it says they both sit on the couch.
They both sit on the couch. He tries to kiss her. She moves away.
Danny, nice and loud.
Which one?
Look, we've had a nice evening.
Oh, look, we've had a nice evening. Let's not spoil it, huh?
Kente, don't miss your lines, your stage directions.
He again turns her head and tries to nozzle in, and she turns away from him, not with distaste, but with momentary lack of interest, in a mood to pursue what they were talking about.
We always talk.
Nice and louder next time, Danny.
Yes, and I love to talk.
I know.
Kente, it's your line, your stage directions. Stay unmuted, Kente and Danny, while we are in this.
Oh, okay. It's me, right?
Yep.
That's
The
X-rated rising.
Danny, stay unmuted. You have a lot of lines.
Do I start from the beginning?
Start right here at your line.
I know it and I don't mind it sometimes. I want you to cut it out and say the moody stuff. I mean, I don't like it. You are a nice looking girl. All over, that's all you need. Honey, forget the atmosphere. Guys aren't going to go for the atmosphere. They're going to go for what they see. Be glad for that. Drop the garbo routine. It doesn't go with you. As for myself, I want a nice, simple, sophisticated girl, not a poet. Okay?
Kente.
Hmm? He started to kiss her. She rebuffs him again and he jumps up.
Why are you angry?
Danny, you can't miss your lines. Danny and Kente, it will affect your grade if you guys miss your lines anymore.
Because this is stupid, I don't go out with you to discuss the nature of quiet desperation or to hear all about your thoughts because the world will go on thinking what it thinks regardless.
A long pause.
Oh, I see.
He starts to sit.
Oh. We're gonna have a new stage directions and a new George here in a minute. If I have to ask for lines again. We are up here apparently with artificial patience, Kente.
With artificial patience, counting on his fingers.
It's simple. You read books to learn facts, to get grades, to
Pass the course. Danny, it sounds like maybe we're having internet connections, bud. That is obviously not your fault. Eli, pick up. Let's check computers. Can you guys hear well through the computer now?
Yes.
I think he's disconnected. Yeah, it broke me out. I can hear
Don't unmute.
You read books to learn facts, to get grades, to pass the course, to get a degree. That's all. It has nothing to do with dots.
A long pause.
I see.
Kente.
I said a long pause.
Yep, and she said her line.
Oh, he starts to sit.
Good night, George.
Georgie looks at her little oddly and starts to exit. He meets Mama coming in.
Oh, hello, Miss Younger.
Hello, George. How you feeling?
Fine. Fine, how are you?
Oh, a little tired. You know how them steps can get you after a day's work. You all have a nice time tonight?
Yes. A fine time. A fine time.
Well, good night.
Good night.
He exits. Mama closes the door behind her.
Hello, honey. What you sitting like that for?
I'm just sitting.
Didn't you have a nice time?
No.
No. What's the matter?
Mama George is a fool, honest.
She rises.
Keep going.
Hustling around, unloading the packages she has entered with, she stops.
Is he baby?
Yes.
Benita makes up Travis' bed as she talks.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, I guess you better not waste your time with no fools.
Benita looks up at her mother Watching her put groceries in the refrigerator, finally she gathers up her things, starts into the bedroom. At the door, she stops and looks back at her mother.
Baby.
Thank you.
For what?
One time this one.
She exits quickly and looks, and the mother stands smiling at a little, looking at the place where Manita just stood. Ruth enters.
Now, don't you fool with any of this stuff,
I just thought. I just thought I'd sort a few things out. Is brother here?
Yes.
Kente. Kente, going once.
Oh, with cons with cons, cons with consum
Concern.
with concern. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's Mama?
I just said it.
I mean, who's Ruth? Ajay is Ruth.
Yes.
Kente.
Mama is silent and someone knocks on the door. Mama and Ruth exchange weary and knocking glance, and Ruth opens it to admit that the neighbors, Miss Johnson, who is rather squeaky.
Eyes lady of no particular age with a newspaper under her arm. Mama, changing her expression to acute delight and ringing cheerful greeting.
Oh, hello, Lady Johnson.
That's what happened.
Kente, I'm trying to get it backed up. This is a woman who decided long ago to be enthusiastic about everything in life, and she is inclined to weave her wrist vigorously at the height of her exclamatory comments.
Hello there yourself. How are you this evening, Ruth?
Jaya. Ugh. Not much of a deceptive type. Jaya. Ajay going once. Ajay going twice.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay, we're
Fine, Miss Johnson.
fine, Miss Johnson. How are you?
Fine.
Reaching out quickly, playfully, and patting Ruth's stomach.
Ain't you starting to poke out none yet?
She shrugs with delight at the overfamiliar remark, and her eyes dart around looking at the crates and packing preparation. Mama's face is a cold sheet of endurance.
Oh, ain't we getting ready around here though? Yes, sir. Look at there. I'm telling you, the youngers is really getting ready to move on up a little higher. Let's go.
A little dryly, doubting the total sincerity of the blesser.
Bless God.
He's good, ain't he?
Oh, yes, he's good.
I mean, sometimes he works in mysterious ways. Well, he works, don't he?
The same.
Yes, he does.
I'm just so happy for y'all. And this here child
About Ruth.
looks like she could just pop open with happiness, don't she? Where's all the rest of the family?
Benny's gone to bed.
Ain't no.
The implication is pregnancy.
Sickness done hit you, I hope.
No, she just tired. She was out this evening.
All is a coup, an emphatic coup.
Oh, ain't that lovely? She's still going out with the little Murchison boy.
Dryly.
Huh?
That's lovely. You sure got lovely children, younger. Me and Isaiah talks all the time about what kind of children you was blessed with. We sure do.
Ruth, give Miss Johnson a piece of sweet potato pie and some milk.
Oh, honey, I can stay hardly a minute. I just dropped in to see if I ever anything I could do.
Accepting the food easily.
I guess y'all seen the news. What's all over the color paper this week?
No, I didn't get mine yet this week.
Lifting her head and blinking with the spirit of catastrophe.
You mean you ain't read about the color people that was bombed at their place out there?
Ruth straightens with concern and takes the paper and reads it. Johnson notices her and feeds commentary.
Ain't it something how bad these here white folks is getting here in Chicago? Lord, getting so you think you right down in Mississippi.
With a tremendous and rather insincere sense of melodrama.
Of course, I think it's wonderful how our folks keep pushing out. You hear some of these Negroes around here talking about they don't go nowhere, they don't go where this ain't wanted and all that, but not me, honey.
This is a lie.
Wilmington Othella Johnson goes anywhere, anytime she feels like it.
With head movement for emphasis.
Yes, I do. Why, if we left it up to these here crackers, these porkers wouldn't have nothing.
She clasps her hands over her mouth.
Oh, I always forget you don't blow that word in your house.
Quietly looking at her.
No, I don't allow that word. I don't allow it.
Vigorously again.
Me neither. I was just telling Isaiah yesterday when he coming home using it in front of me. I said, Isaiah, it's just like Miss Younger says all the time.
Don't you want some more pie?
No, thank you. This was lovely. I got to get on over home and have my midnight coffee. I hear some people say don't let them sleep, but if it finds it can't close my eyes right and listen. I done had that last cup of coffee.
She waits a beat, undaunted.
My good night coffee, I calls it.
With much eye rolling and communication between herself and Ruth.
Ruth, why don't you give Miss Johnson some coffee?
Ruth gives Mama an unpleasant look for her unkindness. Miss Johnson accepting the coffee.
Where's brother tonight?
He's lying down.
He sure gets his beauty rest, don't he? Good looking man, sure is a good looking man.
Reaching out to pat Ruth's stomach again.
I guess that's how come we keep having babies around here.
She winks at Mama.
One thing about brother, he always know how to have a good time. And so ambitious. I bet it was his idea. Y'all moving out to Claiborne Park. Lord, I bet this time next month y'all names will be in the papers plenty.
Holding up her hands to mark off each word with the headline she can see in the front of her.
Negroes invade Claiborne Park. Bombed.
She and Ruth look at the woman in amazement.
We ain't actually moving out there to get bombed.
Oh, honey, you know I'm just praying to God every day that don't nothing like that happen. But you have to think of life like it is. And these here Chicago Turklewares, whatever they're, it's some Tad Peckerwood.
Wearily.
We done thought about all that, Miss Johnson.
Benita comes out of the bedroom in her robe and passes through the bathroom. Miss Johnson turns.
Hello there, Benny.
Crisply.
Hello, Mrs. Johnson.
How's school?
crisply.
Fine, thank you.
She goes out, insulted.
Getting so she don't have much to say to nobody.
The child was on her way to the bathroom.
I know, but sometimes she act like she ain't got no time to pass the day of school, the day with nobody ain't been to college. Oh, I ain't criticizing her none. It's just, you know how some of our young people gets when they get a little education.
Mom and Ruth say nothing, just look at her.
Yes, well, I guess I better get on home.
Unmoving.
Of course, I can't understand how she must be proud and everything, being the only one in the family to make something of herself. I know just being a chauffeur
Chauffeur.
ain't never been satisfied by the none. He shouldn't feel like that though. Ain't nothing wrong with being a chauffeur.
There's plenty wrong with it.
What?
Plenty. My husband, I said, being any kind of a servant wasn't a fit thing for a man to be. He always said a man's hands was made to make things, or to turn the earth with, not to drive nobody's car for him or
She looks at her own hands.
carry their slot jars. And my boy is just like them. He wasn't meant to wait on nobody.
Rising, somewhat offended.
The youngest is too much for me.
She looks around.
You sure want proud acting bunch of colored folks. Well, I always think like Booker T. Washington said that time, education has spoiled many a good plow hand.
Is that what old Booker T said?
He sure did.
Well, it sounds just like him, the fool.
Indignantly.
Whoa, he was one of our 4 great men.
Who said so?
Unpaused.
You know, me and you ain't never agreed about some things when I was younger. I guess I better be going.
Quickly. Good night.
Good night. Oh,
Thrusting it at her
you can keep the paper.
with a trill.
Night.
Good night, Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson exits and pause. Wow, with those technical difficulties, we barely got to the end of class to the reading that we needed to finish today. Deep breaths, friends. Deep breaths. Now, obviously, Gerald, Misha. Obviously, we do not have time for our exit ticket. So there it is for you, though, if you want to do it so that you can better understand why in the world we have Miss Johnson in our book at all. Quite the woman she is, quite the woman. If you borrowed a pair of my headphones, my book, or my pencil, please bring them back to me at my desk. Thank you for volunteering to read today. Danny, Kente, Jaya, Misha, Gerald, Zubair, Eli, and Jazzy.
Miss,
I enjoy reading Miss Johnson.
I
just think Misha's face
Why do you
gets
have a
so
bunch of-
bright when
She was
Miss
so
Johnson
pretty.
reads.
Right, I was sitting here and I was like,
Miss Johnson.
what are you doing here, Johnson? Is not here.
I'm just here to relieve her.
Guys, find your seats, open up your do note for your next class. You know that expectation to be ready for every class, please.
Probably. Okay.